Hello and welcome to the latest Rob and Blakey Commentary Box podcast. We are loud and clear on Welsh football. I'm the former BBC Wales football correspondent, Rob Phillips, and alongside me, former Premier League player and Welsh international, Nathan Blake.
How you diddling? How are you doing?
Good. And as ever, we are at the University of South Wales Atrium, and we're brought to you with the valued support of the journalism and media courses. Tell your friends we're available on all social media outlets. I'm sure you've seen us. X, Instagram, Blue Sky, Threads. Watch us on YouTube. Get us where you get all your usual podcasts, including Spotify. Now we're going to look ahead to the busy Easter Club action. We'll reflect on Wrexham Women's decisive win over Cardiff City. Plus, we've got really big news for Swansea City fans to come. But first, Wales. And now I assume you've cancelled your tickets and travel for the World Cup on the back of what happened last Thursday, the defeat by Bosnia in the World Cup semi-final playoff on penalties, of course. And then last Tuesday night, we were recording this on Wednesday, so last night, Wales drew with Northern Ireland in a game nobody wanted to play, the two losers playing. And just to add salt to the wounds, Bosnia then went and beat Italy last night, Nathan Blake.
Yeah, fair play to them.
In a penalty shootout.
Yeah, fair play to them. You know, it was almost the same scenario, right? Went 1-0 down, got it back. Now, Italy was down to 10 men, but got it back, go to extra time, penalties, win the game. Difference is they probably, a bit of pressure. I thought once it goes to penalties, being a home stadium, there's added pressure because you've got 30-odd thousand fans.
But they took great pens again.
It obviously is something that they do religiously. And I would say fair play to them. Good luck to them. Remarkable about Italy, mind. That's 3 in a row World Cups. And they won a Euros in between. It's mad. It's crazy.
Or maybe that'll be a good omen for Wales in Euro 2028. Look, we got a lot to dissect, haven't we? We'll do it as quick as we can.
Not a lot of time to do it in.
Not a lot of time to do it. There are things that I'm still burning about. I think generally we missed a great chance to qualify for the World Cup.
Yeah, because we've gone from 32 to 46 or 48 teams now, I think it is as well. That's
And it wasn't a ridiculous group we were in.
No.
What worries me most is the drop-off in the autumn. North Macedonia, brilliant.
Yeah.
And then what happened last Thursday?
Yeah, the drop-off in what sense?
In results.
Yeah.
That Craig Bellamy's first 9 games were unbeaten.
Yeah.
Best start. They were close to equal.
Well, he lost a couple of friendlies, though.
Not in his first 9 games. And then
we lost the America, England.
Canada and England, but that was this autumn.
Yeah.
I'm talking about before that. First 9 games.
Yeah.
So Craig Bellamy's had 18 games in charge. He's won 8, drew 6, lost 4.
Yeah.
And 3 of those have come in the last 9 games.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, are they competitive games you're talking about?
Well, no, not all of them.
They're friendlies, right?
Yeah.
3 of them are friendlies. Well, if you include Northern Ireland.
4 of them have come in the last 9. So
Yeah. So, and I understand what you're saying. Would they? I'm trying to play devil's advocate here. Would there be something to say they've come after the autumn, so when the season is really kicking in, so it becomes part and parcel of, a bit tiredness, or you're not having that?
I don't. No, I can take that. My concern is you and I were talking after the England and Canada games, both friendlies, and saying there are signs there that things are not as rosy as we thought. And then, of course, you had the Belgian defeat where get back to 3-3.
but get back to 3-3 and then lose it 4-3, but lose it trying to win it.
Yeah.
Maybe Craig goes again and goes, okay, when we get the 3-3, I shut it down. That's probably, you'd say the final goal was the mistake there, right? In getting back on level terms. because that draw would have felt like a win. But are you saying then, like the rest of the sort of results is because I would say I wasn't worried. I just thought we had lost a bit of form, and then the Belgium game, the first half, it was like, what is going on? Right, we've seen us play previous games so much better. Maybe it's a knock from the two previous results against Canada and England, but then they come out second half and were outrageous.
They were outrageous, yeah. They were brilliant.
So I was more on the side of we got to try and put that into a 90-minute performance, because we went from, if you remember early on when he took over, like Turkey and games like that, they were 90-minute performances. Whereas then the drop-off for me was we were then getting almost 45-minute performances.
My point being, though, that neither of us were really confident going into North Macedonia.
No, I don't think many people were,
And
because they
swept Macedonia's side with a sensational performance.
Yeah, it was. It's not.
Neither of us were confident going into Bosnia last week.
Yeah. But you're saying neither of us about North Macedonia. That was because North Macedonia had got some fantastic results during the campaign and hardly concede goals.
Right.
So we know it's going to be a tough task, and we're not in great form. We're in a 45-minute sort of form. We're not great over 90 minutes, or we hadn't been. We were either good first half, not so good second half, or not so good first half and very good second half.
All right, so what is your take from these last two games then?
My take from the last two games? Well, like the Northern Ireland game is hard to sort of break down. But the Bosnia game, my take from the Bosnia game was when Craig said about the 20 minutes, my take from that was we got to learn to play without the ball or be under some sort of duress without the ball for 20 minutes, right? Or like the momentum swings in games, right? You can't constantly have momentum. The opposing team will have momentum against you at some point in 45 minutes. So if that's 5-minute periods or 10-minute periods or a 15-minute period, which is rare, but it tends to swing through the 45 minutes. You start well, that's what they say it's important to start well. 15 minutes, the opponent gets in for 5, 6, 7 minutes, and depends on what shape they're playing as well. But I took from the Bosnia game, can we defend better as a unit for those minutes that he's talking about and not think about being with the ball?
His philosophy is, though, to go at it.
Yeah,
we're going to go at it.
Yeah, but I'm not him. I'm giving you my opinion. Right?
So what I mean is, does Craig have to change?
He has to do what he thinks is right. It's not for us to tell him to change. And let's be fair.
To be more pragmatic. In games.
Yeah, listen to what I'm saying, Rob. You're not listening to me. You just want me to say something that I think you want to hear. You're saying about more you could say even more pragmatic, but he is his own man. It's just an opinion we give.
Yeah.
Right? And our opinion might be right, wrong, or indifferent. He's the only person that matters at the end of the day because he has to pick the team. And the team has to perform under his sort of leadership. So all we can give is an opinion. And my opinion is, I thought first half we were the better team. I thought second half we were the better team until the last 15 minutes, you might say 20 minutes, they started coming on strong. And this is like any football fan should know, we've seen it a million times with our club. You're on top in a game, you're winning, it's 1-0. Last 10 minutes, we're going to protect it. And that's what happens. So you end up protecting it. They come on to you. They score a goal. We dominate, I thought, extra time. And then it's one of them.
It's a lottery, yeah. I never blame.
Do you know what I mean? I always say penalties is is sometimes you might score all 5.
Okay, let me put
People
this
might
to you
say
then.
3.
You don't go on social media, I do. And I'm not being unfair here when to say the balance of opinion was Craig how many times I saw this one's on Bellamy after Bosnia.
Okay.
And it was all around the substitutions.
Yeah. Even my son, I said,
not
my
taking
son.
off Daniel James, because he he hasn't played a full 90 all season. I heard Craig say that. So I didn't quibble with Daniel James coming off, and Jordan James was injured.
Yeah, Jordan's
And
injured.
that's why he was out of the Northern Ireland squad.
Daniel, what I would say about Dan James substitution is it's probably down to science why they took him off. But I would say the goal he scored and hitting the bar after. I remember Harry Bassett saying to me, like, if you could give players what they get from scoring a goal constantly, you never have to worry about, like, red zones and this and that and this and that. And I thought Daniel was in a position where I would have just kept playing him.
On.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would have.
What about, and this is where the
crux
controversy comes.
Okay.
Putting on Liam Cullen for Jordan James, which I don't think is a like for like, particularly when you got Josh Sheehan on the side.
Well, Liam's
easy in hindsight.
Liam's a 10/9, isn't he? That's what I thought. I don't think he's a midfielder.
No, Mark Harris went on
as a 9.
When there's Nathan Broadhead. But we've seen Mark Harris go on and do a job before because Craig likes his running.
Yeah, so the substitutions. I'd say my son even said to me, Dad, like, substitutions, and I say the same thing I'll say to you as I say to him. Craig sees what he sees in these players. And I always say it's different behind closed doors. But what we see, and we're going, well, we don't think Mark Harris should be ahead of Broadhead, right? Though he did set up a fantastic chance for Harry Wilson. A little back heel flick. If Harry takes that first time, we win the game. Everything is shut. You don't get none of those opinions, right? But we didn't. It didn't take Harry didn't take the chance, and we end up losing the game. So then you're looking for reasons why. And I think substitutions-wise, I think a lot of people question Liam Cullen into midfield and Mark Harris up front. But we've questioned that numerous times. It's not a new phenomenon, is it?
No, and I don't have a go at them as players because...
Exactly. So all I say is if you ask me, would I put those substitutions on? No. Would you? I very much doubt it. I won't speak for you, but let's say doubt it. Neither would probably 20,000 fans. There might be some fans who will, but, that's what he's paid to do. That's why the social media is saying what they're saying. And they're allowed to. All we can give is our opinion, what we would think and what we would do in the same circumstances. Same circumstances. If you say to me, would I put Liam Cullen on in midfield? No, I wouldn't. If you're saying, would I put Harris on before Broadhead? No, I wouldn't. But I'm not the manager. I can't affect that in any way, shape or form.
You can give your opinion.
I always give my opinion. But then behind closed doors, I'm saying what Craig sees and what his team see, it might be different to what we see. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you can't say, well, Broadhead got 15 goals.
So we get over the disappointment, we'll knock into the World Cup. And I think a golden chance to get.
Yeah, before we move forward, who would you have put on instead then?
Well, I'm not a manager.
No,
but
well, none of us are managers.
No, all right, my opinion, easy in hindsight.
You get paid to write an opinion for years.
I think Josh Sheehan is more of a like for Jordan James than, say, than Liam Cullen. I'm even at a push Joel Colwell. Particularly when you're going to come under pressure because they were going to have 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever, in a game. And I like the way Broadhead finds space in crowded penalty areas. I saw him do it against Swansea City. Admittedly, in the Championship, this is a different kettle of fish. So to me, the concern
but there's no sort of.
I know what you're saying.
There's no definite, is there?
No.
There's no one we can go to and say, how is he not playing?
But football's a game of opinions.
That's it.
And people watch this and listen to this.
Yeah, and but our opinion can only be an opinion at the end of the day, right?
Yeah.
It's not going to affect anything. And we're trying to, So
where are Wales now then?
Oh, gosh, in what sense?
Well, where do we stand now? We've got a friendly against Ghana coming up in the summer.
Yeah.
Didn't qualify for the World Cup, which was the aim. We've said it before. If this was Rob Page, they'd be out in the streets. Where are we now?
Well, we've just got to try and qualify for the Euros.
Where have we got to improve?
Listen, international football is not club football. So you have to separate your brain from international football and club football. You're approaching it in club football mode, and I'm saying no, dissect it, because you don't get the choice of players. Do you understand what I'm saying? You don't buy and sell players. You don't transfer players in and out. And if you remember last week, we were on about Craig saying you thought he was trying to control the press a bit. And I was saying, no, I understand what he's saying, because he's trying to get more players into the squad. And if that helps us get players, do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If what he's asking, and he's not telling, if what he's asking allows Wales to get more players and have more depth, I can understand. You come from a journalistic point of view, which is totally different, right? It's just about reporting the story. And he's saying, well, in order to help us get the World Cups and European Championships, this would help us. It's a long shot, right? But if I say it and you did it, it would help us. If you don't, it doesn't.
I've got deeper concerns beyond.
What are your concerns then?
My concerns
lay them down. Let's talk about it.
I mean, I'm with you. I don't think we can do 90 minutes of
press. I don't think there's anyone who can, to be honest.
A little deeper than that. I was concerned Brennan Johnson got booed when he went on against Northern Ireland.
I must have missed that.
City Stadium. Yeah, he was. There were boos and jeers.
When the subs went on, I actually me and Danny Gabbs were
probably talking.
We were chatting about something. Yeah.
He was booed when he went on. I don't think that's. I actually didn't like the Northern Ireland anthem being booed either.
Okay.
And I'm also increasingly concerned about the club rivalry thing coming back into the Wales game and together stronger.
Is that? Yeah. In what sense? Like I missed this. You obviously see it on social media, do you? Is this something?
Yeah, but I also hear it in places as well. So, Liam Cullen might get sort of torn apart by Cardiff fans or whatever, and that's not what Wales are about. It's supposed to be together stronger, but that is starting to, given that all the wins aren't coming our way like they were, given we haven't qualified, I don't want more of that to come. Do you see? So I'm with you on needing depth. What I'm asking is, Craig said after the game against Northern Ireland, I'm going to have 2 weeks off now. I've got to probably recharge emotionally.
Yeah, probably needs it.
And then, we've got to...
It's hard pill to swallow.
We've got to do well in the Nations League.
Yeah.
And that's Portugal,
which is going to be
Denmark
tough.
And Norway, which is going to be really tough.
Which is going to be really tough. Yeah.
So does he have to think about his... Well, as I say, being a bit more pragmatic in his approach. What will he have learned from this campaign?
Well, that's the biggest thing. That's what I can say about Rob. I remember having a conversation with Pagey, and after the Euros in Amsterdam and Denmark.
Yeah.
But we got out of the group. We done well to get out of the group. I remember having a conversation with him then, and we were chatting about certain things. I won't say what we were saying because it's private. But that's what I would say. I'm sure, I hope there's people around Craig, and Craig himself can look back and say, yeah, I would do that differently, or I would do that differently. No, I wouldn't do that, or I might do that. And that's just, I think that's human nature. I hope that's for everybody to do.
Okay.
Not day to day, but after you've tried and failed at something, you do look back over, right, where do we think we went wrong? I think the type of person he is, he probably won't leave any stone unturned. I can't see it. But will he change his philosophy on all-out attack? I don't think so. But that is where I would, if I was in the dressing room with him as his number 2, number 4, number 10, I'd be saying, Bellas, listen, no one can go that for 90 minutes. So we have to learn to have a bit of stress and duress and be without the ball and be solid when we're without the ball, right? What we are at the moment is, and he's sort of said it, by doing that without the ball, we get disjointed.
Yeah.
We lose shape.
Yeah.
Right? So he's kind of, he's, as I say, he's answered his own questions. He's answered his own questions. If he sits back and analyzes it, he's answered his own questions. We have to be better, but he keeps saying 20 minutes without the ball, we need the ball. And I would say, no, over the course of 90 minutes, if you can't take stress for 20 minutes, whether that's 10 minutes each half or 20 minutes in one half, there's something wrong. Because the players are not designed to be able to go
all the time
for 90 minutes.
Okay.
Plus the opponent wants to score as well.
Well, he's got a bit of time now because he's going to watch the World Cup and he will see, just last thing on this, Turkey beat Kosovo last night.
I know.
Czech Republic overcame Denmark, so they'll be
my fellow Kosovans, I'm sorry, man.
Yeah.
To my
and
Pristina
Sweden,
crew.
And Sweden, under Graham Potter,
they qualified, yeah.
Qualified without winning a game in their group.
How was that?
They finished, because they got the playoffs with their Nations League.
I know,
and we can't complain about that because it happened to us.
We got there, yeah.
So, amazing. So, Graham Potter and Roberto Martinez, both former Swansea managers, will be at the World Cup while we're sitting at home. And it's Ghana next for Wales in a friendly. Right, onto the club scene because we've got loads to get through.
Yeah.
Wrexham, massive for them. Just to remind you, they're just outside the playoffs on goal difference in the Championship. They have got West Bromwich Albion away on Good Friday and Southampton, the side above them on goal difference, at home on Easter Monday. Belters. And they may have Kiefer Moore back.
I'm going to predict they take 6 points.
Wow.
But they don't score more than 3 goals over the 2 games.
Right. So you think their defence will get them through?
Yeah. 1-0, 2-1.
And there's talk of Ben Sheaf on his way back as well. I think he's really big for them. And they'll have Nathan Broadhead fresh because he had a few minutes as a sub against Northern Ireland.
Yeah. Yeah, I was surprised he didn't play, But again, it's like horses for courses. It's down to selection, right? It's down to choice.
Yeah,
that's why we love the game. Don't always agree with it.
It's a huge 7 games for Wrexham, isn't it?
Oh,
I mean, to fulfill your early season prediction that they were going to reach playoffs. So it's massive. For them.
Listen, I don't think many people gave them. Had them in this position at this time of the season. I still think they'll get in the playoffs. I think they'll take a monumental effort and they'll probably, I would say, looking at them, they'll probably run out of steam towards the end of the season playoffs, right? But I think they'll just about get in. But whether they go to the Premier League or not, I think that might be a bridge too far.
Yeah.
But they're in a tidy position.
They're in a great position, yeah. And their last game of the season is Middlesbrough home. Middlesbrough on Friday have got Millwall, who are fourth 6 points ahead of
Middlesbrough.
Of Wrexham. Coventry, who are...
Sorry, is that at Middlesbrough?
Yes.
Okay.
And then they go to Swansea on Monday.
Okay.
Coventry Derby is another one. QPR Watford, Norwich Pompey, Birmingham Blackburn. Big games on Friday.
Yeah, Rovers could go down,
Yeah, yeah. Well, O'Neill going back to Blackburn Rovers.
Yeah. After sabotaging that. I was joking.
Yeah. Swansea City, 14th. Not much to play for, obviously, but they go to the Sheffield United. And what we do know after the Northern Ireland game is that Ethan Galbraith is in top form because I thought he was excellent for Northern Ireland.
Yeah, I thought he's really good. I thought he's solid, compact. He reminds me. Not reminds me. He's like a Sheehan shape-wise, but he's a bit more powerful.
Yeah.
Right, and he controls the game in a slightly different way. So he wants to get forward as well and join the attack, where Sheehan is quite happy just painting the picture for you.
Sit back and pass.
Let everybody else take the glory, sort of thing. But yeah, I thought he was really good.
Impressed.
Yeah, I thought he was really good. Yeah.
I thought he was actually probably the best player on the pitch.
I won't go that far.
Oh, I think he was.
I won't go that far.
And we know, I want to get your take on this, and I'll tell people the reason why we know this. Vitor Matos has spoken to the 4 Swansea players, Adam Eder, who was with the Republic of Ireland, Galbraith, who was with Northern Ireland, Ben Cabango and Liam Cullen, who were with Wales. He's spoken to them all before Tuesday night, after their World Cup disappointment last week. How often did that happen to you, that a manager would ring you after something like that?
Never.
I asked Kevin Ratcliffe this as well.
Never.
And he said it never happened to him.
Never happened to me. Never.
But I was quite taken by that. That a manager's had a...
Yeah, I think it's a different time now, Rob. I think you do have to look. I think what we're guilty of sometimes is thinking the game's the same now as it was 20 years ago. And then other times we go, oh, well, the game's changed. I mean, manager, if you got kicked in my day and you could be hurt, I mean, really hurt, the manager would tell you, effing get up and stamp it in. Stamp it in. Stamp it in. I haven't even seen you stamp it in yet. Like, you wouldn't say, players like ankles, like who've done his ligaments, you wouldn't tell him to go stamp it in now, would you? So there's I think you didn't have a psychologist in the game when I was playing, right at the end maybe, nutritionists.
But maybe he gets it.
Scientists.
Maybe Vitor Matos gets it. It's necessary these days.
Well, everyone does it.
Yeah.
He's not alone. He's not like a wonder kid doing it. Everyone does it. It's the modern game.
Well, I wonder how many he spoke to players after.
Yeah. Well,
we'll see.
I don't know. You'd have to speak to all international players. You know what I mean? That'd be a hell of a question. Or maybe put it out there, and if players who put out there's a question for players who might tune in and listen. Have you ever had a manager? Just yes or no. It doesn't have to say this manager or that manager. Just have you ever had a manager after international defeat and disappointment? Have you had a manager in your time who has rang you and
we're on X and various other social media. Robin Blakey podcast. We also know Jan Vypotnik's in good form. He scored twice in Slovenia's 3-2 win away to Montenegro. As I said, it's Borough home for Swansea on Monday, isn't it?
I think they've got to start building towards next season, though. I think that's what they've got to be thinking about, Swans. This season's done, right?
Yeah.
So it's now you're building. You start now when there's no pressure on anyone. Start now building towards next season. But they sooner or later, they're going to have to get it right because stadium, training ground, everything's in place. It's just the team.
Yeah.
And they went, I think the problem for any manager going in there is you've got the Brendan Rodgers, Martinez thing going on, and you've got a lot of years in the Premier League.
Well, and it's fair to say, Nathan, we had an insight into all that because I can tell you now, watch out for a special Easter edition of the Robin Blakey Commentary Box podcast, loud and clear on Welsh football, loud and clear from the Swansea City home dressing room, an exclusive interview with Vitor Matos. You don't want to miss that. He was really interesting. We really enjoyed talking to him, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, look, no bruises.
And even Nathan sat in the home dressing room.
No damaged knuckles or nothing. I come out that they're clean as a whistle.
Yeah. So you really don't want to miss this. He talked
He's a lovely
the way that...
He's a lovely lad, wasn't he?
He was really good. He gave us some real insight into summer activity. And as I said, speaking to his internationals who've had World Cup heartbreak. So please, you don't miss that. That'll be out after this. Yeah, tune in.
Tunes.
Cardiff, no game until Easter Monday, which gives Dylan Lawler a bit of time to get over his knock against Northern Ireland. It was just a kick, according to Craig Bellamy, but now we're into their last 7 games. Still 11 points clear of Bolton.
Listen, I keep
12
saying
clear of Bradford.
Cardiff's thing is to win the championship, win League One. Not finish second, great, brilliant. I know they're 6, 7 points behind now, are they?
They are 7 points behind.
Yeah, but it's 2 games, right?
Yeah.
2 wins and a draw. You know, Lincoln lose the last 3 games, switch off, you can pip them. If you Cardiff, just keep at it, trying to get that win, because winning is everything. Winning is the freaking, it's difficult to do, right? And, you know, you look at thousands of players who played the game. If you play in the Premier League all your life and you're not in Arsenal, Liverpool, Manchester United, Man City, like what? Wigan, Leicester, Crystal Palace, like Forest, you know, you don't. Winning is hard.
You want to win something. You want to medal.
Yeah.
Bradford are playing Northampton on Friday. Plymouth are hosting Bolton, so we'll see where they go on the Monday. And of course, they have lost to Peterborough in the FA Cup this season. Luke Williams. So, yeah, we're both fairly confident they're going to get it done, aren't we?
Cardiff?
Yeah.
I think it's practically done.
Yeah, okay, we shall see. May have Yusuf Salak back as well.
Oh, that'd be
huge.
huge.
Really huge, yeah.
Even I've missed him.
You've missed him.
They've missed him, but I've missed him. I miss watching that. I love, you know me, I love the skill and the guile, but I also love the sort of the strength and power and all that. If you've got a bit of everything, then pace, power, skill. Love it.
Yeah, and hopefully Ruben Cole was okay. Haven't had to go back to his club early. You and I both watched Newport beat Shrewsbury 1-0 on Saturday. Bobby Camwa.
What a goal.
What a goal. Second in as many wins, because he scored at Barnet as well. But Crawley beat Gillingham in Colin Kazim Richards' first game.
Yeah.
And Barrow did what Newport couldn't, and they beat high-flying not Barnet. I've got Barrow written down in my notes again. Bromley. There you go. I'll get it now. Yeah. Newport giving themselves a chance again. And what they have done is drag Tranmere into things.
Yeah, but Tranmere are on an absolute nightmare.
1 win and a draw in the last 14 games.
And you know what? It's a big stadium, Tranmere, right? Because it's a championship club, effectively.
Yeah.
You know, I played there under 20,000. Their fans are just like, I've seen a couple of I've seen probably not a whole game, but I've seen highlights of the last 3 or 4 games at home. Their fans are going ape, and it's a nightmare when you don't want to go out and play in front of your own fans. So Newport, I think, what was it, about 4 points between, 5 points between them?
So it's Tranmere on 36 points, played 39. Crawley on 34 points, played 40. Tranmere have got a game in hand. Newport on 34 points, play 40. They play on Friday, the two of them at Rodney Parade. Gigantic game for Newport, that. Barrow on 32 points and Harrogate are on 30 points.
So they're not on it. Listen, the beauty is you're not on the bottom 2.
No.
Right?
No.
So just stay out of there. You've got a little gap. You know, you've got to play you've got to play 2 of your main rivals, I think, yeah? Or 3?
Well, they got Crawley home, Notts County away on Monday, to be tough. Then the following Saturday, it's Harrogate home, who are bottom at the moment, and they finish off with Barrow away.
Yeah, so they got 3 of the people, their main rivals
there with them.
So it's in your hands, effectively.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? And you're outside the bottom 2. But if they survive,
my worry is that Tranmere have got Shrewsbury on Friday.
Listen,
I didn't think they were very good.
I'm not concerned about that. I just think you can only look after yourself.
After your own.
Yeah. If they survive, what they can't do is do what they've done previously. And in fairness, it's not just under Hugh Jenkins, right? It's the Supporters Trust as well. You know, they had a lot of money that Supporters Trust did, and it never materialised into the club moving forward. I think that was what. Listen, friends of mine, I know a lot of Newport people, a lot of Newport fans, you know. So And I know that's the burning question.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people who've been involved who all of a sudden have disappeared, right? And, I don't think a lot of people who were involved previously, they didn't leave the club in a good place with the finances they had then.
And
Do you know what I mean?
relegation would be a catastrophe for them,
don't talk that word.
Has
Like,
to be.
it's like,
Yeah.
I was preparing myself at Christmas for it, because I thought they were gone. I think they were 5 points down and couldn't see them getting a win out of anywhere. They just shot. But
they're picking up wins. That's the good.
Credit to Christian Fuchs. They play a simpler game, don't they? I've said it all along from day one. Said it. Dave Hughes. If simplify it, Dave would get more out of that squad. Didn't think it was right. Someone's come along and simplified the game. There's nowhere near as complicated.
And they got Harrison Biggins back for Friday as well after he couldn't play against his parent club.
Got Christopher back.
Yeah. Merthyr, 5th in the National League North, play on Friday. They're away to Oxford City, looking for more points to keep their playoff place. Mm-hmm. In the Cymru Prem, Cardiff Met confirmed their safety. 2-1 win over relegation-threatened Ballw are now 5 points adrift with 2 games remaining. Llanelli, with a mention, already relegated. They had their first win since September, winning 2-1 away to Flint.
Big club though, Llanelli, isn't it?
Been in Europe, of course.
Yeah.
West beat Britain Ferry 1-0 in the other games. TNS won 4-0 at Carnarvon. Connasky Nomads drew 1-0 with Barry. Penabont were goalless with Colwyn.
Can I just ask you a quick question?
Go on then. What's the capital of? Go on. I'm really good on those.
How do you think they improve that league, Rob?
I think more investment and getting the structure sorted, hopefully. And they were ideally they would like 10 Mike Harrises to come in and spend the money that TNS have spent. And talking of TNS, they will get their championship trophy at Friday's home game at Connasky. Okay. Just want to mention in the Cymru South, then leaders, Cambrai United's 2-1 win over Cwmbran Celtic relegated the Gwent side, who just to add to their pain were thrashed 8-1 at home by Trevelyan on Monday night. And Tyler Brock scored 5 of the 8 goals. Trevelyan went back to the top of the table. Cwmbran Celtic finished with 10 men. You want to know a bad weekend? That was a bad few days for Cwmbran Celtic. Finally, this is an interesting one. A huge result in the Genero Adran Premier. Wrexham trounced Cardiff 4-1 at the Kaya. Go on.
Have I heard? Someone said to me the other day that there's, or last night at the game, I can't remember what it was, but apparently there's something on social media where Wrexham have done something and it's upset.
Right,
fans,
I'll tell you exactly
fans.
What it is now.
You know what it is, right?
So let's
okay.
Praise Wrexham, 4-1 win, clinched their first title ever. Unassailable 5-point lead at the top of the table. Yeah. Captain Kate Barker led the way. She had a hat-trick. Faye Knox got the other. Mm-hmm. Cardiff took the lead through Michaela Cook. Finished with 10 as Shannon Evans was shown a red card. So Cardiff relinquished their title after 3 championships in a row. Mm. But afterwards, some took exception. This is what happened. There was a huddle.
Tell me.
There was a huddle. I'll show you afterwards.
Okay.
There was a huddle of the Wrexham players.
After the game?
Yeah, and the captain said, we have 4 C's, courageous, committed, controlled, creative. Now we have 4 new C's. Cardiff City crumbled to the champions.
Oh, gosh.
Now,
that's fighting talk, man.
Well, yeah.
That's fighting talk.
I've asked around. Some thought, so what? What's the big deal?
You've won it. You do what you want to do.
Yeah. Is that what you think as well? And you're a former Cardiff player.
Listen, it's rivalry, mate. That's, Cardiff have had it their way. 3 seasons. I always say about TNS, like to see someone else win it because it makes the league
One of our team said it was classless, class.
Well, I haven't seen it, so you celebrate the way you want to celebrate, right? That's up to you. But what I'm saying is, now we've got Cardiff, Swansea, Wrexham, right? Plus the other clubs, which will alternate. Hopefully they can get back in. But I'm thinking, do you know what I'm thinking? start a Nathan Blake coaching school because there's no Newport County girls.
No, that's interesting.
And there's not a great academy in Newport, even though you got a lot of very good players or a lot of very good sports people. I'm going to speak to the community about it.
Okay, I'll follow that with interest. Just after that, then, the Adran League issued the following statement. The Genero Adran Leagues is appalled by the sexist and misogynistic comments that have risen following the fixture between Wrexham and Cardiff City. Sunday's game of the Kairos was a magnificent and inspiring occasion for women's football in Wales. This year's two best teams competing in an exciting contest in front of the season's highest attendance. That should be the leading headline.
Boxes, yeah.
These comments have no place in football and society, and those who make them are not welcome at our club and stadia.
Well, you know my
I don't
sentiment.
know what they specifically refer to.
No, I don't.
But if they feel there's a need for a statement,
I don't see the social media. I don't know what been seen.
But they obviously
said,
felt the need to say something.
Yeah. Well, there's obviously people biting, but you know that's football. That's sport, not just football.
Misogyny's got no.
No. I'm not talking about misogyny, and I
that's what
understand what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I'm not on about misogyny. I'm on about people saying things on social media. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, whether it's racist, misogynistic, sexist, whatever.
No place for it.
Well, obviously there's no place for it. That's the position I'm in, being a black person. What I'm saying is, how do you stop it?
Well, yeah.
Right?
Because
I am so fed up of it.
Yeah, quite.
Right?
Yeah.
So, you know,
well,
it's so good. That same statement, who put that statement out?
The league.
You did it a million times.
Yeah. Yeah.
What are you going to do about it?
Well, we shall see.
Nothing.
There's the question.
Nothing. I'm 54 and I'm still suffering the same things that my mum and dad did. There won't be nothing. That's in 5 years' time, if a similar situation happened, you'd get a similar statement.
Well, we shall see. That's up to the league.
Yeah.
Thank you, Nath.
Thank you, Rob.
It was quite an episode, that. We had a lot to talk about. As I said, please look at the Vitor Matos, or listen to the Vitor Matos interview. He talks about stuff I've not heard him talk about before, so I think you'll really enjoy it.
That's the closest you'll ever get me in a Swansea shirt, Swansea fans. Yeah. I take it personally. Frankie Burrows, I've told you the story. Hey, that's the closest.
Yeah, he was in the home dressing room.
Vito was trying to get me to get involved, but I said, hey, listen, I'm blue, black and amber. Sorry, mate. So
we shall see. But anyway, Vitor Matos, that'll be out after this podcast. Do enjoy it. Please like and subscribe. Hopefully you'll do the same for this one. What are your thoughts? You can always drop us a line on social media. But for now, that is it for the Rob and Blakey Commentary Box podcast. We're loud and clear on Welsh football.